I should have eaten vets because he can up them, but I don't really care. I want him to hit me with this. Yeah. AI Crag Core has been detonated. Thanks, Captain Stryker. And through the wall fire. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What are we running tonight, guys? We're running the mono black. If you've seen the last couple of days, we've been running mono color. I did a mono white, and did a mono red, and a mono green. It's time to run the best mono black out there right now. This is a bit of a change, not too much of a change. But we're just going best of the black, best of black right here, man. We're just going to the best new cards and shoving them in there. This is not going to be too dramatic of a shift. Well, it is a pretty dramatic shift. This is just the black invasion, man. This is just the classic Phyrexian invasion mono black deck. I call it the black oil. Because we do have Archfiend of the Dross, who loves to get covered in oil. Also, one of our goals is to use Monumental Facade to get Sheoldred to be absolutely covered in oil. So that's one of the goals of the deck, ultimately. So before we get down to this one, guys, when we get into the nitty-gritty of this one, I need you to do something for me, which is tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, or else you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which is a type of YouTube werewolf who will viciously rip you apart for being not liked and subscribed to the channel. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there in person. Rapidly approaching 1600. Yeah, doing really good, having a great time every night, about 11 p.m. Eastern time. You can check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. We hang out there and talk and game and hang out on the little Discord we have right for you. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So I want you to check out that AetherHub as well for all the other decks that I build. So what are we talking about when we talk about just the best new mono black we can possibly imagine, especially in Phyrexian? Well, we got to start with Evolve Sleeper. Evolve Sleeper may start as a human, but really inside, he's a Phyrexian. That's what a sleeper agent is. They're for the invasion. They're sappers. 1 black, put him down. He's a 1/1, but then he can quickly become a 2/2 cleric. Of course, he can become a cleric. If he's a cleric, he becomes a Phyrexian human cleric with a 3/3 and Death Touch, which is extremely useful for blocking or attacking. And then, of course, we can just keep putting 1/1 counters on him and make him even stronger. And then we get to draw a card to lose 1 life. We're going to be really drawing a lot of cards. This is kind of a card draw focus because we really, really want to see the flow of cards coming into us. We just want the invasion to be unstoppable at this point. That's kind of our goal right there, is just to overwhelm, okay? So we really do want card advantage here. Undying Malice, really, really great stuff. People are going to play spotted removal. We might as well come back with a 1/1 counter. And alive. We don't really need the ramp of, fake your own death or something like that. We're just going to go with Undying Malice. Nice little instant to throw in there. Go for the Throat, Infernal Grasp, and Sheoldred's Edict. We have 6 directed removal right here. Go for the Throat is an instant that doesn't cost us anything, but it can't be an artifact. Infernal Grasp costs us a little bit of life, which is fine. And Sheoldred's Edict is a very, very useful one here. We are running Shelly here. We are doing that, so she is really going to help because we can force a Planeswalker sacrifice or a non-token creature or token creature sacrifice. Very, very useful. That's Vran, by the way, killing that person there, and Sheoldred is watching Vran. Are we sensing some relationship developing between my dude Vran and Sheoldred? I don't know. I can think about it in my own headcanon, can I? So when you kind of have this much removal, you always want to play Sheoldred's Edict after. So you hit something with Go for the Throat, and then hit him with Sheoldred, leave the leave the other one and make them sacrifice something else, because then you know that that was maybe the one they didn't want to, so you can double play these. Tenacious Underdog, the only one of the only non-Phyrexians in the deck. He's just too good to leave out, guys. I wish there was a better 2-drop option for black right now that I could be playing, but wow, is Tenacious Underdog just too much value in a little package here. 3/2, very aggressive, 2-drop. You can cast him using Blitz. We can pay 2 life, and that 4. Swing him in, get another hit off, and draw a card. Just too good, man. If you don't want to run that many of them, hey, run only 3. I get that. I just wanted the low end to be a little bit more balanced if you want to, like, up the number of Archfiends or something like that, or you want to do something like that, or anything that you want to bring up, for sure, if you don't want to run that many Tenacious. We are going to run Gix. We're going to bring all the Praetor. We're going to bring the double black Praetor together here. Again, card draw is going to be very, very important to this deck, because we really want to keep the cards flowing. We want to keep the pressure on. 2 black and 1. 3/3, whenever a creature deals combat damage to an opponent, its controller may pay 1 life. If they do, they draw a card. Then, of course, we have this weird ability, which I rarely ever use. I mostly just use the card draw ability. But for 3 black and 4, we can discard any number of cards. You can play lands and cast spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost, which is extremely useful in case you have a handful. Again, all this card draw, you may have a full handful of cards that you just can't use. This is a crazy Hail Mary pass. Hey, discard 5 cards, get 5 off the top of their deck and play them for free. Why not? We'll see what happens with that one, but it isn't an option. Graveyard Trespasser, because a little graveyard hate is nice. Gain and drain ability with that ward ability. Again, can you think of me a better 3-drop for black right now? No. This is extremely, extremely useful 3-drop for black. So we are using a lot of the older cards that are the standard, but we are enhancing them with some of the newer stuff. I think we're going to get to some of the newer stuff as we get higher and higher, because there's really a lot of newer stuff on the high end that really ups the ante here. Path of Peril. With mites being what they are, with very fast, aggressive decks being what they are, and with a lot of 3-drops being what they are, I don't care if I lose my Evolved Sleeper or Tenacious. I will gladly clear everyone out with a mana value 2 or less. That's basically all this is for. I don't really care about the cleave ability. I have nothing there to pay it. I just have it for the low end. Trying to clear out a bunch of mites. Trying to clear out a bunch of small, aggressive cards. Again, we only have 2 of them, but we do have a lot of card draw. If you want to swap a few things out, you certainly can. One of the things that I added was Phyrexian Arena. The reason is card draw, card draw, card draw. We really do want to emphasize card advantage in this deck. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay, fine. I'll lose the life. However, when you talk about Sheoldred, when you have Sheoldred in this deck, it's negated. You're going to gain 1 life when you draw the card anyway. So it's basically gain 1 life and draw an extra card when you put her and Phyrexian Arena together. It is extremely, extremely useful that way. If you don't want to do that, you can always swap it out for something else. Again, if you want to throw 1 Phyrexian Arena in there, maybe you want more Path of Perils, there's kind of a lot of flexibility with what you want to do. What you want to do and what you don't want to do between Phyrexian Arena, Path of Peril, any of these cards that you want to swap out. Sure, yeah, put more of them in the sideboard. Yeah, if you know you're going best of 3, you know, change it out for what you need. The other one we have is Archfiend of the Dross. I love this guy. I especially love this guy with Path of Peril, because Archfiend of the Dross is a 6/6. 2 black and 2 Archfiend of the Dross enters with 4 oil counters. He's absolutely covered in oil. Flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from him. Then, if it has no oil counters, you lose the game. Whenever a creature an opponent you control dies, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. So, what that means is that if we successfully kill a bunch of small creatures, because that doesn't say token. If they have a Might deck, you combine Archfiend with a Might deck and a Path of Peril. you will absolutely crush them. So, because every single time they lose a creature, they're going to lose 2 life. That downside, I have never once run into that downside of 4 turns that you're going to lose the game. Either I am absolutely going to lose the game because a 4/4, 6/6 flying is not enough to swing it. I'm going to win the game through all the kill spells that I have, or the countdown is just never going to get there. In case you're worried, we do have some Proliferate, and we do have Monumental Facade, which will add oil. I just do not worry. I've never one time worried about that oil counter on there. So really fantastic. I have him as an option here, Archfiend of the Dross. What do I have him as a option for? I have him instead of Phyrexian Obliterator. Talking about a 4-drop on the high end, we are spoiled for choice on the 4-drop high end here. Phyrexian Obliterator 3, he will absolutely make people scoop. They will end the game if they have no way of dealing with him. Especially green, especially red. Mono red just is ruined by this guy. The reason is they have no way of getting rid of him off the board that doesn't involve blocking him multiple times or hitting him with a burn spell to potentially try to get rid of him. And if they do damage to him, they have to sacrifice that many. We're not doing the Fight Club. I already did Fight Club one time. This guy is just here for pure power and menace alone. So 3 of him. Again, if you want to go down, you want to go more Archfiends, you want to go less Obliterators, I don't care. Sure, yeah, do it that way. We're doing at least 2 Sheoldreds. Again, you don't have the new cards yet. You want to go more Sheoldreds? Sure. 2 black and 2 drop, 4/5 death touch, gain life when you draw. Gonna be very, very important. We're gonna say at least 2, because we are drawing a lot of cards. And then of course they lose 2 on the back end. Just an all-around, just an invasion master here. Just an unbelievable card. Invoke Despair on a 3 drops, on a 5-drop right there. Target sacrifices a creature, lose 2 life. Enchantment, Planeswalker. Yeah, probably one of the best black spells out of Kamigawa currently in Standard. You know I gotta run it. Again, not much has changed there. However, we're swapping out a little bit for Vraska, Betrayal's Sting. I really, really do like her on the back end there for that constant pressure of removal. We can play her at 5-drop because she will exile people immediately. Target creature becomes a treasure token. Basically, it just exiles somebody and becomes a treasure token. Absolutely terrible. We're not running any poison, so we don't really need her ultimate. She, again, will give us that draw 1 life and proliferate. That's how she gets more counters on her. The proliferate will also help. It'll help if anything that's come back with Undying Malice, but it'll also help the ultimate version of Evolve Sleeper. It'll help with Archfiend of the Dross, gain some oil counters back. If you don't want to run 3 of her, if you don't want to run 2, heck, run 1 and run Invoke Despair. Very, very flexible builds around this deck. It's just kind of, like I said, it's just the best of the cards that you have available right now. 20 Swamps, 2 Takenumas, 1 Dross Pit for a little bit of card draw, and 1 Monumental Facade in case you want to get people oiled up, especially if you want to get Sheoldred all oiled up too. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff there. What are we looking at here? 19 creatures, 8 of them Phyrexians, probably a lot more of them Phyrexians. Well, the sleeper agents become Phyrexians, so that's kind of where they're at. Not that many creatures. We do have a lot of spells, and we do have some planeswalkers. 8 instants, 5 sorceries, 24 lands altogether. Just super effective. 2.9 average with 24 land. Just the best cards of black right now. I just said, hey, I'm tired of being in platinum. I'm just gonna rocket through to diamond and start fighting there. That was basically the plan right there. It's just, all right, let's get the best of the black cards out here and just crush people with them, and it absolutely worked. So we're just a few games away from getting diamond, and then we'll take it from there. That's what it looks like. The absolute pinnacle of the Phyrexian invasion right there. The black invasion, that's what we're looking like. In case you want a little bit more swapping out, you can always drop out your 4 spots. You can drop out your 3 spots for more Path of Perils. But we just want to get card advantage. We always want to have that flexibility. Make sure that we have the mana to play it, the cards to play. Everything is lined up in an order of absolutely what we want to do here. So that's what we're looking like on the horizontal view. All right, let's get into it, boys. Make sure to leave a comment. Did I leave a black card out that you would like to add? Is there a swap that you would make? I want to hear from you. I read every single comment that you post. I want to hear from you. Don't forget to tenderly press that like button too. That would be fantastic as well if you could do that. Here we go, boys. Ooh, yeah, I've had people accidentally blow their face off with Cathartic a few times. It's very enjoyable. I find it very pleasurable to have somebody blow their own face off with Cathartic. Do, do, do. There we go. I like it when people suffer too. Yeah, you know, you guys suffering, man. That's where it's at. Do that. Ba-ba-da. Listen, in the game, it's the game, man. You know what I mean? When it's in the game, it's in the game. You know, EA Sports and all that. It's in the game. Let's go ahead and say each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Sheoldred Classic instead of Sheoldred Diet or Sheoldred 1 flavors. Or Sheoldred Summer Burst. Look, the Wandering Emperor. He's going to exile this Tenacious Underdog. Behold. Wow. Go ahead and sacrifice a Planeswalker for me. I really need a black mana here. That would be useful. I could put down the Obliterator or Sheoldred. Sheoldred 0 or new Sheoldred, yeah. Instead of Sheoldred Classic. The great Sheoldred taste you love. Without all the calories. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Let's bring down regular Sheoldred. Classic Sheoldred. The fact that he has got a lot of cards in his hand makes me sad. That makes me sad. Yeah, I had to figure that was going to happen, so I didn't go with the Oblit. If I draw another card here, I'm going to be doing big things. Let's see if he figures out how to attack with that Bank Buster. He does. He figured out how to attack with that Bank Buster. Got that good Bank Bussy. That good Bank Bussy. That's grass. Ooh, Dross Pits. Destroy. Alright, well, at least I have 5 to put down next turn. Dross Pits came at kind of a bad time. I only have 1 of them in the deck, so I mean, you know. I would have run that in. Maybe he's gonna... Oh, yeah, well, I guess he'll Bank Bust it in. Okay. Ice Pack time. What'd you do, bro? You bust your head on something? Pop. 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 Let's do that. Oh, carpal tunnel surgery. How'd that go? They snip and clip you? They put that good stuff in you, man? They take care of your raw dog in the internet with your left hand. That's one of the strangest sentences I've ever heard somebody say. It just hurts a ton. A kiloton. He gets a free mana out of this one. Whoa, why didn't he activate? He should have activated. Pop. There you go. Okay. Yeah, did you get pain pills? That's what we all want to know. What kind of pain pills? How many pain pills? Might activate to go in on the Vraska, which is fine. Kind of expected it. Okay, let's do that. If he has a... No, he doesn't have it. Posted the final screenshot. Ooh, got me there. Kept that destroy in his hand. Very nice. Pop. Alright. I mean, I figured he's cuffed cards the whole game. He's hasn't wanted to play anything, so kind of figured that he was up to something there. He's just playing control. It's his Esper control, so I mean, I can't say I'm not super surprised. Yeah, and we'll do the invoke. See if he's got it. Probably. Oh, got another destroy evil. Fantastic. Rafine the scheming machine. He's gonna put a +1 on that. He doesn't have enough mana to bust out. We're gonna do Undying Malice would have come in real handy before when we had the those whatever those called, those obliterators. But that's okay. We have a Takenuma. I don't know if we have enough to activate the Yeah, we have enough to activate the Takenuma and run an Obliterator. But we need another mana to have Takenuma, Obliterator, and Undying Malice. There's our last mana. We do that. We activate. Flip, flip, flip. We use the Oblit. Let's put another Oblit out. And we do that, and we end turn. He's probably got the last destroy evil there, I would assume. Okay, he's gonna draw a card. That dude's deck doesn't just gas out. Yeah, I know. It's one of those decks that literally, it's got infinite gas in it, you know? All right. We're gonna try to oblit. We're gonna try to oblit like a robot. He's just gonna take it. Pop. Take the action. I'll draw a card. We'll go for the throat. Alright, Mad Mike, come on, man. Get it together. He's gonna make disappear. Okay. Casualty 1. Alright. Auto pay. Auto pay. Gonna run more counter spells. There you go. Get them all out of there, man. We might have got them all. Oh, we got one left. I'm waiting for him to activate his Tenacious Underdog. That's gonna be the funniest thing. To run this Tenacious Underdog from the graveyard. That's gonna be really funny for me. Alright, I still declared blocker. No, that ain't it, Chief. That is not it. Yeah, Mad Mike, sorry, bro. Esper control follows to the Obliterator. Emp? No, no Emp. Where's your Emperor now? Ooh, Runevel Hordemaster, and I got 20. Oh, I'm almost at purchasing right there. Yeah, it's almost that time. Did you remember to pray my Emperor, my, what do you call it? Arena Premium? The Arena Gold? We do have a Premium Pass. We do have a Mastery Pass. Look, we have a Bilious Skulldweller. It's a Scrimble and his Bimbinis. If there's ever been a card that is accurately a Scrimbler, this guy's a little Scrimbler. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. That guy's a little Scrimbler. He's a little Scrimbler guy. What a little Scrumblo. What a little Scrumblo. What's up, USG Delivery? Overnight guaranteed. He is a little Scrumblo if there ever was one. Look at that guy. Add me. Oh, okay. Let's see if he swings in. I bet Arena is happy that they instituted a poison system before this set came out, so they had something to work off of. Because if there was no poison system, they would have been in deep trouble. They'd had to build that stuff from the ground up. Luckily, they already had a framework that they could enter variables for. Alright, so this guy isn't going to get counterspelled because he has no blue. So he's just going to get hurt real bad. Methocarbamol. I remember after my car accident, I was on methocarbamol. That's good. It's good stuff. You're underwhelmed with Toxic? There's such a variety of rich, bold flavors of Toxic. I'm surprised that you feel underwhelmed, Sayuki. I'm sorry about that. Toxic Atrocity. Ooh, that's a hard hit right there, boys. That's a real hard hit right there, boys. Alright, we're gonna do one of those, boys. And then we're gonna take that Phyrexian Insecte. And then we're gonna put that one. And then we're gonna go swingo bingo. Bam. I think you should have some cereal, man. This guy, he's probably gonna rush me. He might even add me. Add me. I'm gonna do the old stop and pop. Black Sun's Twilight. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Behold your inevitable defeat. Behold. Boom, boom, boom. Took it like a champ. Absolutely put his arms out and just fucking took it. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, it looks like we got a pack here. Alright, let's see what we got in here, boys. Yeah, let's open this Packerson here. Serum Snare, Infectious Bite. And it is, oh, a Vindictive Flamestoker. That may be the fourth one of that. Almost got me a golden pack, too, by the way. Golden pack. Okay. Wall of Fire against A-Crag Core. Which sounds like a boss in a mech game. Kyla's Command, a 9/9 Thron to make him a 10/10 double strike trampler. Pretty decent. Is there a specific reason you chose Thron directly for your escapades here? You just like Thron. Okay, so you could build it around anything, is what you're saying. You could build it around anything. If you didn't want to do it around Thron, we could put any card, we could put any big boy in that. Well, I mean, I love Thron, so I just don't want to get stuck holding a Thron and not have the mana to cast it, so. AI Crag Core. Yeah, this is totally a boss in a mech game. Captain Striker. You've got to get to the AI Crag Core before it goes critical and launches those nukes into the upper atmosphere. Yeah, that's an AI. That's a boss in a game. Let's do that. Let's see if he wants to trade. Fuck him. Fuck him. I'll trade. I don't care. Wabango. There we go. Who we gonna drop? Who we gonna drop, man? I don't like that card. I don't like that card. We're gonna get him later, though. Recruitment Officer, absolutely. Boom. Okay. Uses a lot of board wipes and Thron is indestructible on our turn. Yeah. Well, they don't use indestructibles. Oh, we use board wipes. Okay. Okay, we use board wipes. All right. Okay, I get you there. Pop. So go ahead and we'll take that back. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll take one of those. Thank you. Wonderful. Valiant Vet. Pop. Okay. You don't need him. That's for fucking suckers. We'll eat him out of the graveyard. He's delicious. Pop. Recruitment officer. He's out of bullets already. He's going to try to look for some. Ooh, he's got a Cathar. Okay. He's got a Cathar. Which is why we're going to do this. He's just to discard that card to play the Cathar. And then he's going to have to get rid of that. Yeah. Phyrexian, and we'll put a Gix out. We'll go a Gixie Boy out. Okay, we'll do that. How's about we get this Delish Obliterator out on the board? Gotta eat. Gotta eat Vets, big protein. I know. I should have eaten Vets because he can up them, but I don't really care. I want him to hit me with this. Yeah. AI Crag Core has been detonated. Thanks, Captain Stryker. And through the wall fire to Platinum Tier 1. Look at that. Hashtag Mono Black Sweep. Oh, look, another gems pile. Wow, we're going to get there real quick here, guys. 40 gems away from getting to where we're going. Oh, and we can afford another Packety Pack. Let's buy another Packety Pack here to get our Paxi Packs. No, I'm not buying a draft token. Come on, guys. Come on with that. I'm not a drafter. All right. One more. We'll get tomorrow. We'll get one more, and we'll get a draft token. I mean, not a draft token. We'll get a golden. We'll get a golden pack, and we'll also get a wild card. That's pretty cool. All right. The black oil. I would be a godlike drafter. I am so bad at drafting because I don't pay attention to what draft cards are good. I have gone 7-0. The best is I did a 7-0 Golgari? Or maybe it was a Boros. I did a 7-0. I did a 7-1. Those are probably my best goes at it. But other times, I've crapped out probably more times than I've hit pay dirt there. I actually like this 1, 2, 3. Because Phyrexian Arena is pretty decent. How many board wipes happen on our turn? Well, you gotta oh, that's Exile. I was gonna say, don't forget, Settle the Wreckage. Slaughter Slinger. Yeah, I know all about you and your game, Slaughter Slinger. I know all about you. I know all about you, bro. There's Arcane Sentry. Fantastic. Wonderful. Look, all I'm doing is drawing mana. This is great. Love to see this. First 10 cards. We love to see this. First, oh, I hated Settle the Wreckage. Oh my god, I hated that card. Lord mercy, I hated that card. Draw. Draw. Wow. So, oh, here comes the Force Loss, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Force Loss. Yeah, you can't get by this, bros. You can't get by this. Look at that, man. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful here. You love to see it. Draw. Okay. Sheoldred's Edict. And another land. And another. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Oh, that's something else right there. Oh, that's going in a YouTube short right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the stuff right here, guys. Oh, this is what dreams are made of right here, guys. Oh, man. You can't tell me that that's normal. That's not normal, bro. That's not normal. That is not normal. Hashtag only lands, yeah. Okay, there we go. Celestial Zombie. Skrelv Deflector Might, fantastic. Let's get rid of that bloat boy. He's probably got a protection. Oh, he doesn't have a protection card from him. Alright. Proliferate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, fantastic. Good game. Yeah, buddy. What was the final on that? 18 cards in, and we got 10 mana. That was pretty good, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty good. That's what we call a force loss. Celestial Zombie, first time chatter. Welcome to the show. Where we flood and we flood and we flood and we flood. Forever and for all time. I don't like this. It's too slow. No. I go first? Alright. We can drop the Vraska. We'll drop the Vraska. Boom. Gotta win them all. Pokemon, gotta win them all. That's how the song goes, right? Gotta win them all. Pokemons. Who's that Pokemons? He's gonna blast it. Shaboinga. So we go ahead with another Gixian. Shaboinga. Come on, blast it again, man. Volt Surge, very nice. Shaboinga. I'm glad he did that. Phyrexian Arena. Red is going to have a hard time dealing with the Oblit. There's the Dragon Engine. Very nice. There's the Dragon Engine. We will, of course, be Dragon down. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and hit the Oblit. Even if he does 5 damage to it, he's going to have to sacrifice 5 permanents. Like, it's not good. It's bad. Hey, what's up, Sethargo? Sethargo. Hollywood Pizza is rating him with a party of 34. Look at that. I guess this dude just wants to fucking sacrifice stuff. I'm cool with that. That's whatever, man. We in here. Oh, sacrifice. There you go. He's gonna have to sacrifice. I don't think he understands how this card works. King Kush. What is up, King Kush? Hollywood freaking Pizza, the #1 pizza maker / magic card player / tournament holder in the world. There isn't a bigger pizza card maker and magic card taster in the entire universe. By the way, guys, in case you don't know. Thank you, man. Sadness incoming. Yeah. This dude really did not have what it takes to deal with Obliterator. Bop. Bop. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and hold steady because I'm literally nothing but stacked with removal in my hand. I'm straight stacked with removal in my hand. Skitter Beam. Yeah, buddy. It's like that sometimes, my dude. Let's do that. Let's swing Bingo. Let's do that. Let's bring him in back. Pop. Oh my god, I had a flood of biblical proportions earlier. By the way, did we get the shout out to whatchamacallit? Pizza. Avoid the Noid, by the way, guys. You don't want the Noid around. That's no good. Gabo Labo, we're gonna kill that Gabo Labo. I just want him to feel how hopeless it is. I want him to feel that hopelessness. Yeah. You could say we want to invoke despair in him. Oh, yes. Oh. Yeah, I drew 10 mana in the first 10 cards, or 11 cards or so. So that was pretty cool. He's gonna swing it. Good for him, man. Get it in, bro. One red, double hit, and out of there. Fantastic. Did it. I asked Max, speaking of which, Max isn't here, is he? Max climbing up numbers in Mythic right now, and I was like, bro, what deck you using, Ren? He didn't even get back to me. He was like, that's for me to know and you to find out. I ain't telling you my deck. Blocked, reported. I was like, whoa, man, I thought we were buddies. And he's like, blocked, reported, L plus ratio plus fucking platinum rank plus fucking get good. And I was like, that's... seems pretty aggressive, man. He didn't really say that. Max is a great guy. Dross. Alright, let's do one last... let's do one last dread and put in our side guy. Alright. Acid Rain Tornadoes. Argus with two bros. Yeah, nothing wrong with two bros showing each other decks. You know? Sometimes you just gotta hit him. I can't believe he completely missed the Tox out. That was dangerous for him, man. That was not a style. That was a genuine screw up. Yeah, that was a genuine screw up on his part. All right, we're gonna go with this. Why not? Hey, Fat Nitromus. What's up? Harold's Aaron. What's up, Harold's Aaron? How you doing? Fat Nitromus, what's up? Thank you for following Harold's Aaron. If this is another poison deck, I'm gonna be pissed. Soul Partition. Alright, okay. A little slow on you right there, but sure. Alright, good hit. Pop. Oh, now the land doesn't want to come. Now the land is real shy, man. Yeah, Toxic gave Skrelv gives one Toxic. So it ups your Toxic counter. So if he would have double stroked, he'd have had it. All he had to do was add it on Jawbone Duelist, and he would have hit me for 4 Toxic, and it would have been unblockable by black. So go ahead and say each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. You got to play those in the right order. Boom. All right. So we've hit heavy removal on him, and we're almost at Invoke Town. There's the Bank Buster. Glad we got rid of that. It was worth playing the removal on him. He's probably going to draw a card off that. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right. So now we take him to Voke Town. All right, beautiful. Put him down now that he's properly demoralized. There's Patchwork. Okay, fine. Combat Thresher. I've seen that card before. People are real into that card lately. They really like the Combat Thresher. All right, let's up him. Let's put Yawgmoth out. Let's see what he wants to do here. I'm fine with him losing the Bank Buster. I'm completely fine with that. I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Hey, ya boy Teeds. What's up, ya boy Teeds? Honest Don. What's up, King Kush? I think I said hi. Celestial Zombie. Dead Kitty. Autonomous Assembler. Very nice. Just checking in. Hey, what's up, Teeds? There's Vraska. Target becomes a whatever. Okay. Let's try it. Let's gain 2 life, why not? No attack. Urza's Battle Thwopter. Thwappa. Okay. Assembly Worker you control. He's gonna come in. I'm gonna go no blocks. I'll take 4, bro. I don't really care. Okay, so let's do this. Let's pay with a little Phyrexian mana. Autonomous Assembler. We'll put out a Tenacious Underdog. We will put a 1/1 counter on Galagreeters. We will, of course, destroy Autonomous Assembler because he's the biggest boy. Plated Onslaught. Creatures you control gets +1 is amazing with mites. I could imagine that affinity for artifacts. Yeah, because they're artifact creatures, you know. I could imagine that is extremely useful, you know. Might do Combat Thresher with the double strike there. Alright, pop. Yeah, that's what I figured he was going to do. Take action. It's another Vraska. Sushan, I don't think it's not looking good for you, Sushan. It's not looking good for home team, Sushan. You can draw another card there, but it is not looking good, man. Yeah, I didn't think so, bro. Yeah. It happens that way, man. Hey, thank you for coming by, Harold's Aaron. Thank you. I don't know if you know me from YouTube or not, but if you need more J Villainy in your life, go check out the YouTube channel, Aaron Benalia's Room. All right, I think we can squeeze in one more. We've actually done pretty good for ourselves so far. We haven't gotten our pretty demon boy out. Yeah, please go check out the YouTube channel. We'd love you to go there. To YouTube. I believe that's how it's pronounced. YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Oh, no. This is a little bit of a slow hand. Coffee Pants. Somebody who's got coffee in their name is probably playing red. That's a little bit better. I'll drop the Invoke Cussy. I can play Dross to Underdog. I can play Dross to regular to Underdog, so I got a pretty good ramper there. Skrelvers. Alright, let's do that. Yawgmoth will help us draw cards with Sheoldred. +1. He's gonna poison. No, he didn't want to go for it. Okay. Let's do Praetor. Let's do hit. Okay. Draw. I will absolutely draw. Thank you. Hit. All right. Wonderful. Plus, he's gonna get +3. He's gonna +5. Citizen's Arrest. Very nice. Who's he gonna put in there? Put that one in there. Fantastic. No blocks. Pop. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Put a Sheoldred there. Put that on there. Hit. Take action. I'll draw. Archfiend of the Dross. There it is. Okay. Lose 2 life. Exile the Saga. More lockout, maybe? I don't know. What has he got here? Yeah, another lockout. Yeah. Hit, hit. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do... we're going to do this. We're going to do something very sneaky. We're going to do Sheoldred's Edict. Sacrifice a non-token creature. That's going to be Portrait of Michiko. Adios, Portrait of Michiko. And then we're going to hit. Pay 1 life. Draw. It's another Sheoldred's Edict. He's going to have a little bonus guy there. He's got no blockers. He's got no blockers, guys. He literally has 0 blockers. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Michigo's. Not bad. Good life gain right there. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. Let's do that. So, he's got 20 life. That's the issue. That's the goddamn life that game that he's doing there. Yeah, unfortunately, did I do Archfiend and Obliterator? Yeah, I did, Abyssal Wizard. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm looking for my board wipe here, and it's not popping. So I think we're doomed here. So let's do this. Yeah, it's the life gain that really does it on that one. Take action. That, put that down. Target creature becomes an artifact. So that's not going to help. Archfiend of the Dross. Those are all artifacts, so that will pump that up. So we're going to do this. Each opponent sacrifices a creature token. Okay. Becomes that. And then becomes that. Okay. Might. Oh, lay down arms. That'll do it. That'll do it. Very nice. He got 2 lockouts right away, which is very useful for him. I mean, I have Path of Peril in here, and I have card draw. So, I mean, it was just a matter of either I'm going to pop Path of Peril or I'm not. You know? You're either going to hit Path of Peril or you aren't. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, I'm not sure why Citizen's Arrest. I think he probably has Citizen's Arrest because he has, like, every single copy of Exile in there. That's probably, like, a full Exile play out right there. All right, I go first. That's cool. There's Path. Deals with those Might decks very effectively. Is it worth it? No. Pop. This. Yeah. Probably play Lightning Bolt. Oh, okay. Gobble, gobble. All right. Another one. Reckless Stormseeker, very nice. Swing it in, man. Oh, you're gonna do this to me, huh? It's gonna be this kind of game. It's gonna be this kind of game. Yeah, it's gonna be this kind of game, dude. All right. Hit. And that's gonna be that. All right. All right. Diamond within shooting range. Yeah, diamond within shooting range here, guys. Pretty standard mono black Destructo right here. Not bad at all. I think that once we make some tweaks to it, I mean, it's just the upgraded. It's just the all will be one upgradedness to the standard black destruction. You know, it's not anything more complicated than just odd head be mono white and mono wit and not player the cheaper ossification for the same effect though. That was really hard to decipher. Quit typing with one hand, Cookies, if you know what I mean. Lol. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. This deck right here for right now. The stream's not over, but the video is. So until next time, the word of the day is invasion. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye bye.